in terms of evidence for bleeding and for leaks, we did the original study in the science of stapling and leaks, and what we did is we actually created a model where we would do 2 staple lines and we would put fluid into it, measure the pressure, and see when that would burst. And what we found is that staple line reinforcement always increases the strength of the staple line, period. In fact, every other bench test study that's been done since that time shows the same thing. But what we also found is we did our initial study with the EPTFE and the second one with the bioabsorbable, and that is thickness is really, really important. The right is showing you we use the same system with the bioabsorbable, and this is the percentage of time that we actually could not get a leak to occur. And it was 75% in the green cartridge, and it was 25% in the blue cartridge. That highlights another point, and that I think this is important. The bigger staples, the black staples and the green staples, are thicker staples. They're designed for thicker tissue. When you go down to a white, you got a skinny staple. And our studies show this. It takes less pressure for that to cause a leak. And thickness is important because, particularly when you're looking at leak pressures, if the thickness exceeds what the indications are for the stapler, you end up with shear forces and stress on the stapler. So I know people are doing that, and they're doing it primarily for hemostasis. You just have to be careful, because if you do get a leak and there's some kind of a lawsuit after that, the question is you're not following what the stapler manufacturer is recommending, and there's data out there, so I think you have to be careful with that. So this is one of the reasons why I think when you look at bleeding, the data is very clear all across the board. Reinforcement decreases the risk of bleeding. But if you look at leaks, it's been mixed. And the reason it's mixed is because in many instances, people are undersizing cartridges and using the Buttress, and that's been shown to be a problem. The best studies that have tried to eliminate those confounders have shown significant improvements with the leak. So in my mind, if you look at all the different data, it does help with leaks, but it's hard to prove if you're not using the stapler properly and taking into consideration the thickness aspect.